Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do this a day early because tomorrow we're having our cat Polar put down. Um, it's the big white fluffy one that's been with me since 2 weeks before my daughter was born, so that's almost 17 years. He's really sick, so I made that decision to put him down tomorrow, so I won't be in any form to do a video. So if I'm a little off today, please bear with me. Okay. So the first book I finished was Dark Witch and Creamy by H.Y. Hannah. It's 75% Cocoa Magic, and it's Bewitched by Chocolate Book One. I think I gave this a 4. It's about a girl whose famous mother died, and then she finds out she's been adopted. So she goes back to her heritage in England, to a little town called Tillyhenge. It's got like little stones like Stonehenge. And everybody's afraid of this one woman who is a chocolatier, and the chocolates are just so divine, hi Razzle, that everybody thinks that there's magic in them. And then who dies? Somebody dies. It's a cozy mystery. Somebody dies, and oh, that's who it is. A woman's husband, and they think he's there's witchcraft attached to it. I liked it. I think it was cute. There was a couple of really funny scenes in it. So there's that one. And Razzle has been kind of sticking by us. See? Yeah. Yeah. So the next book I finished was Change of Heart by Molly Jebber. Did I give this 2.5 or 3 stars? The plot was okay. Okay. It's about a woman who's leaving her Amish roots. Sorry, Keffer. And her sister had already left the Amish, and dang Keffer. And it takes place in 1899. And they're, saying about the modern world, well, this isn't really as modern as it's made to sound like. But she's a midwife, a trained midwife, and she meets a doctor. And there's an opening for a nurse, so she decides to become his nurse. And his family doesn't like her because she's Amish. They think all the Amish are stupid and ignorant and so beneath them. And these are high aristocrats. And he has no care to be near money. He just wants to be a doctor. And yeah, so it was fine in some instances. The parts that I had were, nobody talks like that. The conversations were stilted. And I know some, Amish, because of their Pennsylvania Dutch that they speak, their speech is sometimes stilted. However, they have perfect English, and the people that are English don't talk properly either. And it was irritating. And then in some points, it's like normal people talking. I wouldn't say normal people because Amish are normal. Like how regular English people talk, and then it would go back to the stilted, and it was just there was no cohesion, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, her and her sister make pocket quilts, and what it is you write a letter to a person, and you buy this pocket quilt with a pocket on it, and you put the letter in there and give it to the loved one. So yeah, I'm gonna see if the second one gets any better. It's a trilogy, I think. I know I'm not doing it very good justice, but yeah, something happens at the end but it's the something that happens at the end. His mother is supposed to come and talk to her, and they wait 2 weeks, but then the writing is almost like they only waited a couple of hours. So it was just, timelines were off a little bit too. So yeah. Next one I read was The Crown by Kara Cass, and it was the final book in the. No, I didn't. I read the other one too. In the Elite series, or selection, sorry. And this is about who Eland picks for her husband in the selection. Like, it is America's daughter from the selection. So I liked it. She grows up a bit in this one, and I like where the author took her. The first one, she was more of a selfish, spoiled brat. This one, she grows up a bit. And then I read the epilogue online. So yeah, it's just, I liked where that one went to, but you kind of, it leaves off on a little bit, and you're like, I want some more. But yeah, so I gave this a 4. And I gave the epilogue, or did I give that a 3 and the epilogue a 4? I can't remember right now. And then I read, sorry Alana, I had to read it because it was from the library and it was due back, Father Mine by J.R. Ward. And it's Black Dagger Brotherhood 6.5. It's just a little novella in between books 6 and 7. You can kind of read it, I think, after book 5, because there's a little snippet at the end of book 5, I think. Sorry, I can't remember. But it's about 3 months after Bella has Nala. And that's all I'm going to say. It's really good. You get to see a little bit more from Zadist and his past. And it really kind of makes a lot of sense about Zadist. So I gave that one a 4, I think. And then I finished Pay Dirt by Rita Mae Brown and Sneaky Pie Brown. This is a cozy mystery. It's book 4 in the Mrs. Murphy mysteries. And I still love the banter between the cats and the dog, and trying to get the humans to understand them. It is cute. They keep sneaking food, and in this one, a biker comes to town demanding to know where his wife is, and nobody's heard of this woman. So then he turns up dead, and the little timeline was a little bit off on this too, but it was still good. Yeah, he turns up dead. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who his wife is. And there's some inklings of who it could be. I figured out really just because of 1 or 2 sentences in here. If they hadn't been in here, you would never have known who it was. But yeah, so a couple other people die, and yeah, the cats are kind of trying to get the humans to understand that they know more. They can understand English, so it's cute. I think I gave it a 4. I had a pretty good reading week because it's been the only thing that, well, the last 2 weeks, sorry, because it's the only thing that's been keeping me going. And the last book I finished just now, but hubby took it to the library, was called From This Moment On by Bella Andre, and it's the book 2 in the Sullivans of San Francisco series. It is Marcus's story with Nicola, and he breaks up with his girlfriend of 2 years because he walks in on her having, sex with somebody else, and she is trying to be a good girl. She's a pop star, but got the wrong reputation based on somebody who scammed her, and so she's billed as a wild child, and when she's really not. So he ends up going to a bar because he just wants frivolous sex. She goes to the bar thinking that maybe because her reputation says that she's a slut, that she needs to be. So, things go from there. Yeah, I gave it a 4. I loved it. As much as I don't like seeing people jump into bed the first night they meet each other, you kind of go into Bella Andre's books knowing that, so you kind of have to get over that, because Bella Andre is very notorious. Well, I wouldn't say notorious. I've only read 3 books by her, but it's pretty much quick meet, love, meet, have sex, fall in love, So, I'm currently reading, I'm almost finished this, but I had to get the other one back because it was overdue. His Grace Under Pressure by Julie Heisey, or Heisey. And it is book one in the, it's all covered. Not White House Shelves. Manor House Mysteries. She is the assistant to the, not curator, of this manor house that the owner still lives in it. He has a private area roped off, but the rest is like from history, because the town's not named after him, but he came in and made this big mansion, and it's got a lot of history from when the town almost started. That's all. What are you doing? So, it starts out with her in one of the like seated dining rooms or tea rooms, and this guy is causing a ruckus, and nobody knows why he's causing a ruckus, what he's doing. And then once they finally get him calmed down, hi Razzle, a murder happens. Her shots ring out, and they find the curator has been murdered. So they think it's a mistaken identity. Then they find out that there's been death threats to the owner, and they think it's mistaken identity. Hi Razzle. And so she has to take over for the murdered man's job, and his assistant, or I guess the secretary, likes to stick her nose in everything and knows everything and won't give up information until she's asked specifically. She drives everybody nuts. Yeah. So I'll be finishing that this week. And hi. Don't know how I'm going to be doing, but like I said, reading has been, like, I've tried to stitch. In fact, I had to get an order finished, 2 orders finished yesterday, and I kept screwing up. Like, I was getting interruption after interruption after interruption, and my mind was going, and I kept screwing up. I'm like, okay, I was able to finally finish the order, and I'm like, I'm done. It should not have taken me 6 or 7 hours to do 3 hours worth of work. That's how bad it was. So, but I was able to get 2 books almost read in 2 days. I don't know why it's flashing. But we'll see what I can get read. So, Shopaholic Ties the Knot by Sophie Kinsella. I think this is book 3 in the Shopaholic series. There might be that one. Organize Your Corpses by Mary Jane Matheny. And it's book 1 in... I'm not sure what the title of these series is. I don't know if there is a title. No, I don't know what the name of the series is, but that's it. And then maybe Murder Unmentionable by Meg London. And it's the first one in a Sweet Nothings lingerie mystery. So those might be the books that I pick up. I don't know. I can't promise anything. Plus, testing starts again tomorrow for my embroidery. So, yeah, I don't know why it's flickering. I have no idea if it's because of the white. Because there's nothing flickering on in here. So, anyways, that is, my bi-weekly roundup, or wrap up, because I didn't get to last Monday because it was Easter Monday and I was just busy. I do have a stack of books here that are my April TBR. We'll see how I do. I have to pick up another book at the library. I just was not up to it because I don't want to go very far from Puller in case he passes away before tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll see how I do. So I will let you go. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week. A lot better than I will. That's for sure. So anyways, I will talk to you later, and